percentage of bills that have been filed that ban some version or do something about DEI is significant. The number of bills that have been filed that impact target rural communities for benefit is significant. The fact that we're pretending these are not mutually exclusive things is frustrating. And it's frustrating because by saying and making DEI a thing that applies about race and applies about gender, it's just become a way to say that you're talking about women or you're talking about racial groups, but then you're passing policies that specifically are DEI, but you don't see it that way when it applies to you or when it applies to something you care about. And I can only imagine the frustration, and I'm going to talk more about this here in a second, but imagine the frustration of some of our colleagues, particularly in our caucus, that have to hear this, and they hear DEI, and if I say we're talking about diversity today on the floor, everybody immediately knows it's going to be something about racial history of the United States or, inclusion offices in universities. And we're not going to be talking, if I say we're talking about diversity on the floor, nobody thinks we're going to a bill about rural economic development zones. Nobody thinks that. But that's the same thing, right? And so we've created this word and this idea that we've planted in everybody's heads that immediately knows we're talking about women, we're talking about black people, we're talking about Hispanic people, and all the stuff that other senators pass or push that specifically targets groups. If it's not those groups, it's somehow not diversity, or it's not equity, or it's not inclusion. And you can have diversity, equity, and inclusion on things other than race, on things other than gender, but we never talk about it that way.